Nigerians in Uyo applaud federal government's proposed compressed natural gas basis. House of Representatives moves to end boundary dispute between Nigeria and Cameroon. Plus, Super Falcons bow out on FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia. Hello and welcome to the abridged version of NTA Uyo News. My name is Okun Ndem. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103, as well as our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news. Some residents in Uyo are applauding the federal government's decision on the proposed provision of compressed natural gas CNG buses to various states to cushion the effect occasioned by the fuel subsidy removal. Emedi Omo reports.
The President Tinubu-led administration, upon assumption, announced the removal of subsidy on fuel in the country. The effect of this policy was greeted with a high cost of living for the people, who say was as a result of rising prices of commodities. Moved by the plight of the people occasioned by the rising cost of living, the federal government has made several measures to cushion the effect of subsidy removal on fuel, and one of such is the proposed provision of compressed natural gas buses to states in the federation. Residents in Uyo applaud the decision of government.
Overhead, our president mentioning the division of about 70,000 buses across the 36 states. Well, to me, it's a welcome development. But my advice is that those buses, when coming down to various states, should go down to the real targeted people.
For the federal government to come up with a plan that it will give buses to, is a very nice, it's a good idea.
I feel it's coming with good ideas of putting buses in some state or in the state. Is a very welcome development. In fact, in the transport sector, it reduced the minimum problem of that area, especially the workers and the students.
It is the hope of the people that various palliatives proposed for the citizenry are properly monitored for implementation. In Uyo,
Screening of ministerial nominees entered day 6 Monday, August 7th, as the Senate has so far screened 47 out of the 48 ministerial nominees of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The confirmation screening of the last nominee on the list, Festus Keyamo, was put on hold following a point of order from the Deputy Minority Whip, Darlington Nwokocha, who moved a motion asking Senate to suspend the screening of Mr. Keyamo. Senator Darlington said the nominee had in the 9th Senate refused to respond to parliamentary summon concerning the public works policy of the federal government under the Ministry of Labour as supervising minister. The refusal, he added, contravenes provision of Section 88(1)(b) of the Constitution. We'll take a break. When we return, more reports after this time out. Please stay.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisen Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome back. More news. The House of Representatives had a committee on international boundary dispute has vowed to investigate the recent and remote circumstance leading to the boundary dispute between Nigeria and Cameroon, as well as the inability to trace Pillar 113A, which is a determinant factor in the boundary demarcation, towards ensuring that Baijua and Danore communities in Cross River State are not ceded to Cameroon. Chairman of the committee, Benila, said this during the Calabar Zonal public hearing on the issue. Justin Item reports.
The International Court of Justice ruling of 10th October 2002 ceding Bakassi to Cameroon mandated the retracing of Cameroon-Nigeria international boundary line from Lake Chad region to Atlantic Ocean. However, Biajua and Danare communities in Boki local government area are alleging that a joint technical team mandated to handle the aforementioned task has failed to trace Pillar 113A, which is critical for proper demarcation.
The joint technical team is planning to use coercive measures to create new boundary line, regardless of the irrefutable evidence before them.
We wish to state without equivocation that Biajua is a Nigerian community at the border of the two countries. We shall not and will not oppose the retracing to demarcation of the international boundary if the exercise is properly carried out as law-abiding citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but we shall resist any attempt to place a pillar where none exists.
Based on a motion of urgent public interest raised by the Cross River State Caucus in the House of Representatives, the Ad Hoc Committee on International Boundary Disputes is in Cross River State to interface with stakeholders in a bid to find a permanent solution to the boundary problem.
Your positions have been noted and deliberations will be made on every single memorandum. We will go back to Abuja, deliberate further, and ensure we come up with a position that is in the best interest of Nigeria.
The Cross River State government promised to give the committee the needed support to actualize its task.
I want to believe that the stakeholders of Boki and particularly the areas affected will do the committee a whole lot by furnishing them with the necessary information to help them get at the truth and the right thing to be done.
The two communities are sending a save our soul message to the National Assembly to prevent them from losing their identity, farmlands, and rich forest reserve. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
That's the abridged version of our news tonight. Our network program continues. Happy viewing.
The nomination of Prince